This is my review of my first and last Il Divo concert. I attended this concert on May 30th, 2012 at the Beacon Theater in New York City. A copy of my ticket appears above. I became interested in Il Divo by watching their YouTube videos. I like classical pop crossover, and the singers seem to have beautiful voices. I also was encouraged to go to that concert because the Beacon Theater, where the concert was held, was reputed to have excellent acoustics. Mistake. These fools set the amplification in the balcony where I was seated on stun. Fortunately, I never go anywhere without earplugs. After a few songs, I complained vociferously to the usher, who did absolutely nothing, and in intermission, I demanded to speak to the manager. The manager must have done something because the amplification was turned down in the second half. He did say that the theater did not have control over the volume as that was set by the, quote, tour, unquote. However, this action did not help much because the mix was still atrocious, so that the voices of the singers could not be heard over the instruments most of the time. Moreover, there was audible hiss from the amplification even when there was no singing. This is just absurd. In a small theater like the Beacon, orchestral instruments need no amplification whatsoever. Vocalists would need only light amplification, if any. This AEG live crew treated the small theater as if it were an arena. They also treated the classical pop crossover singers with sweet voices as if they were a rock group. Rock fans like to have their ears blown out. Classical pop crossover fans do not. We come to listen to these hand-picked men with beautiful voices because we want to hear their voices at a reasonable volume, not to have our hearing destroyed. I wrote an email to Sony Music, which is listed as the contact address on the Il Divo website, and got no response whatsoever. The musicians seem to be skilled professionals. It is a pity that their work was destroyed by incompetent audio engineering. You would think that in this day and age, audio engineering would be in better condition than this. Also, you would think that the Beacon Theater would protect its reputation by vetting acts appearing there a bit better and insisting on some control of what is done to audiences there. Based on my experience, I would not recommend attending concerts by these folks. They may have beautiful voices, but I heard very little of that, mostly noise. Also, I would say that the Beacon Theater is highly overrated and does not exercise sufficient quality control over their acts.